Okay, so today we're going to draw the killdeer. The killdeer is one of North America's most widespread plovers. Killdeers breed on shores, mudflats, meadows, roadsides, driveways, graveled rooftops, pastures, and golf courses. So basically anything on the ground or graveled. Their diet consists of earthworms, grasshoppers, beetles, and snails. This is their sound, or one of their sounds.
Before, like the morning or the night.
What's really cool is this video that we're going to show you about the killdeers in our backyard. So
okay, hold on just a second.
Okay.
Can everybody see that?
Hey guys, so today's going to be a little different because I want to show you this cool video of a killdeer nest. So it just so happens that I have a nest with 4 eggs in my backyard. You can see the mom, she's sitting on it right now. I'll walk away in a second. I'll show you the front.
Yep.
Oh, look, she's doing it.
She pretends she's hurt.
It's so funny.
Oh, it really looks like she's hurt.
So she's trying to lead you away from the egg. Ooh, she's gonna get you. Erin, tell us what she's doing.
So she pretends that she's wounded to make you think that
Where'd she go?
she makes you think that she's wounded to lead you away from her eggs. Like if I was a predator, like if there was a dog or a cat or something trying to attack her and hurt her eggs, she would do that and they would go after her and then she'll get up. Watch what she does. Gets up, runs a little bit, and then does it again. Watch. And when I walk closer, she does it again. And she'll keep doing that to lead you away from the eggs. So here's the nest right here. So these are the eggs, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this little section. So they blend in with all the other rocks.
Those are cute.
So I've caught lots of babies before, because when they hatch, they can't fly for a long time, and they'll just run around by their mom. So when you set them free, it's tricky to catch them because you have to chase them all around. But then when you do, you set them free again, they'll run back out to the mom. So I thought I would show you the nest, and I thought it was really cool that I had one to show you today. Okay, so did you notice how the mom would before she flew away, she covered her eggs with her wings when we were coming close. She spread out her wings and guarded them. And it's just perfect because my copy work today is Psalm 35, 1 through 2. It says, "O Lord, oppose those who oppose me. Fight those who fight against me. Put on your armor and take up your shield. Prepare for battle and come to my aid." So it's talking about how the Lord protects us and he covers us with his angels and he protects us and he comes to our aid. And I think that's just perfect of what the killdeer does for her babies. So I thought that was really fun. So let's get started. Hold on.
Can you guys hear us?
I can.
Yes. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So first, we're going to draw a little curve that goes up. This is going to be for the front of her head. And it's going to curve around. And their heads are kind of flat, so it's just going to be a little line like this.
We can't see you. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it was doing that on me too.
Okay, now
Hey, Barrett, you're muted. Yeah, you are muted. We can't hear you, Baron.
oh, you muted yourself. Okay, we're good. Okay, so now we're going to do a bump that comes under the beak and then goes back to where we started.
Can you pause for just a second? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to curve down like this. And then for back here, we're going to come back to the head. We're just going to do a big curved line. And then when we get down to the bottom, we're going to curve out. Okay, now this line up here for the neck is going to come down like this. And we're going to go all the way down, but we're going to stop right here. Now we're going to do some zigzag lines to go up, and then just a regular little bump like that.
Hold on just a second.
So it has a really pretty face pattern and stripes on the neck. So we're going to come back up here and we're going to do the eye. Just going to do a little circle like this. And then a smaller circle or a bigger circle right outside of it. It's very, very close. Okay, now we're going to finish the beak line. We're just going to come out and then back in with a little sideways V line. And then we're going to divide the beak like we always do and do that little highlight inside the eye. I'm looking out my back window right now, and the mama killdeer is by her nest guarding it. Okay, so we're going to come back down here. We're going to bring this line out, and it's going to come all the way to right there. And then the tail is going to start here and go out. Okay, hold on just a sec. giant crow out in the backyard trying to attack the eggs. So I had to chase him away. Okay, now we're going to bring a line from the bottom of the swing. It's going to come out. And then we're going to curve around and come back and connect. Okay, and now we're going to divide the line. We're going to do a line that comes down.
I'm glad you got them.
Okay, and now we're going to do, yeah, crows are predators too, even the adult killdeers. So,
They'll come and eat the eggs.
yeah,
I'm watching.
I'm just going to do a bumpy line that goes across. Okay, now we're just going to do a zigzaggy line to divide the top from the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start at this neckline. We're going to do a little line that comes out. And then it goes back in. It's going to curve out again, but it's going to do a U shape at the end and then come back. Okay, now this is going to curve back. Now we're going to do the wing line. We're going to do a big curve that comes around. It's going to go all the way down to right here. Okay, and then we're going to continue that line. It curves this way, and then it curves out at the end. And we're also going to do a little curve that comes back up, and a line that goes like this.
You should be a pelican, no, pelican crow.
Okay, so now we're going to do the face pattern and the neck pattern. So we're going to start with the neck. We're just going to do a line that comes across, and it goes above that stripe. And then we're going to bring a line this way, and it narrows and goes right into the point of that stripe. Okay, and now we're going to do more. That one comes up on one side of that U shape, and another one comes on the other side of the U shape. Okay, now we're going to do two lines that come up from the eye. Now we're going to do a line that starts here, and it curves around and goes into the eye. And then we're going to make it come back out.
Can you slow down a little bit, please?
Sure. Okay, and then we're going to do a curved line that goes up into the stripe. And then we're done with the face pattern. So we're almost done with the face pattern. So all this is going to be brown, and we're going to start where at the point of the V. We're going to do a curve, a big curve, and then it comes back. So it comes up and then back into the back of the head. Okay, now we're also going to do a little oval inside of this little triangle shape right here.
Hunter, that looks good.
Okay, and now we're going to do the legs. We're going to start with this one. We're going to do 2 lines that come out, but one of them is going to be pointed out a little bit. And then we're going to do a little curve. And this one's going to curve back. So they have pretty long legs, and with those long legs, they can run really fast. So from this bottom one, we're going to curve out. And then back in. And we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to come out of that toe. And then come all the way back to right there. Now that line is going to go up to that little bump. We're going to do one more toe that's kind of half hidden behind the other one. Okay, so now we're going to do the other leg. We're going to do the same 2 lines that come out. That same little curve on both sides. And then this one's going to be facing this way a little bit, so we're going to come back this way. And we're not going to bring it as far as this one because it's behind it. So we're going to do that curve. Then we're going to curve back like we did. And then out and around. And connect. And then that one last toe. Okay, so we're almost done. We're going to do little toenails on the feet, but we're not going to do the toe that's behind because it's hidden behind the other toes. Okay, so we're ready to color it. We're going to start by getting a brown. It's not very light, but it's also not very dark. And we're going to color all of this section and the little bumps that come out. But don't color this triangle space right here. That stays white. So I'm using like a light, yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So just color all of this section. And then we're also going to color that head design up here. Okay, so we're done with that brown for now. And we're going to get our black and we're going to do that little stripe that's above the eye with our black. And then we're also going to do these stripes on the neck like that. Okay, now we're also going to do that patch.
Black? Is that a black or a really dark brown?
It's a black.
Okay.
And then we're also going to shade very lightly in this little section, but try not to get that little oval that we did. Okay, so now I'm going to get my black pen or marker or colored pencil, whichever one. I'm going to do the inside of that eye. You get me a red marker? A red marker? And then we're also going to do the little toenails down on the feet. And then we're going to do that circle around the eye with our red. Okay, now we're going to do the feet. The feet are kind of pink, so we're going to get a very light pink, and we're going to lightly shade. Okay. So just color the feet very lightly with that pink. Now we're going to get our white, and we're going to do two things. First, we're going to smooth out the pink. So just color over all of that lightly shaded pink with our white. And then we're also going to go back over the black. The black that we lightly shaded in that section. Okay, so now we're going to get our black pen or colored pencil again, and we're going to color the bottom half of the beak. And then we're going to outline the top half. And then we're going to color the tip of the beak, and then do the little nostril. Just a little black dot right there. Okay, now we're done with the beak. So I'm going to come down here on the belly with a gray, like a light gray, and just color some shadows. And then we're also going to fade out, like just start dark and then go into light. And then we're going to go back with white again and color over everything, even the dark gray, everything on the belly. And it makes it look like a really pretty shadow underneath. Okay, now we're going to do the tail. So we're going to start with an orange, just a very light orange. And we're going to start dark right here. And we're going to fade into light orange. And now we're going to get
this color?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, and now we're going to go back with yellow and go over all of that, even the orange. Try not to get on the black, but it really is okay if you do, because it'll make it look like a little shadow. Okay, we're done with the bird, and I'm going to show you how to do a fun little design on the ground. So we're going to get that brown, that same brown that we did here. And, oh, I almost forgot. First, we're going to get a light brown and do some feathers, or a dark brown and do some feathers in here. So just start by doing a little row of dots. And then we're going to do a row of ovals, and those ovals are going to come up to the back. And then I'm going to do a lot of those little ovals up here, just messy on the back. And then just do long lines down here and some messy zigzags down here. Okay, now we're done with the bird, and we're going to get the brown that we started with to do the back, and we're going to lightly shade down here. Just lightly shade all down here with that brown under the feet and above the feet to make it look like she's standing on the ground. And now we're going to go back through with our gray, our light gray, and just do some little stones in there. Just do a bunch of little stones in there. And now, very last, we're going to get like an olive green and go in there and just do little clumps of grass. Okay, so don't forget to sign your name.
Hey, we're done. So we would love to see your drawings if you're done with them. Oh, fun. Those are great, guys. Oh, I love yours,